Hi, I'm Bijuu from the future. I know too much. The things that I've seen. I know what I said last episode, but it turns out the game had other plans. This is the second to the last episode, because if I would have put it together, you would have been watching like a 3-hour, or probably getting on 4-hour video. I didn't want to do that to you guys, so that doesn't mean things don't happen in this episode. It's just not the end of the game. After this episode, it will be the end of the game. If you missed last episode, the thumbnail looked like this. I'm not gonna waste your time any longer. Let's get you to this despair. It would be wrong to say it was swaying from side to side. It was actually shaking rather intensely. The room I was in, it was shaking from side to side. The shaking was quite irregular. Just when you thought it was a series of small shakes, it would suddenly shake violently. And every time that happened, I'd have to steady myself with my foot. I couldn't stand it very well, but for me, it was comforting. I never thought not knowing what to expect could be so fun, so I was feeling rather excited. But I figured I'd get bored of that feeling soon enough. That's what I was expecting. For me, a person who is loved by talent, detecting regularities among irregularities won't be that difficult. Ah, how boring. He's alive? Do you like ships? On the other side of the dark room, I heard a voice. It was clearly directed at me. You looked like you were having fun, so that's what I assumed. You do like ships, right? Ships? Ah, that's right. So, that's it. So this is a ship. You just realized that now? Is it really that funny? Hey, if you want, care to talk a little? The silence was starting to bore me. Instantly, I saw his true character. The overfamiliar attitude, the friendly smile, but underneath that skin, I could detect a foul, offensive odor, like some kind of putrid slime. In a sensible way, of course. How should I put this? It was a smell exclusive to those who are already finished. Nice to meet you. I'm Nagito Komoeda. Anyway, lucky me. It's been a while since anyone was willing to talk to me, so to share a room with a person like that, yep, I'm definitely lucky. Lucky. So that's your talent then. What a boring talent. A boring talent, huh? Well, that's exactly what it is. But for someone I'm meeting for the first time to say that so suddenly, that's because I have luck as well. Huh? Even I possess a talent as boring as luck. Possess, huh? I'm starting to get really interested in who you are. Or who are you? You're obviously from Homespeak Academy too, right? You're one of us. So Nagito is talking, right? But that's weird. This is the first time I've ever seen you. Hey, can you tell me why you're here? How did you end up here? How boring. Sorry, I'm offended that I'm terrible at making conversation. Not you. This world. Huh? This world is full of boring people. People who lack talent stick together and oppress those who do possess talent. Even though they know they're insignificant, they don't try to acknowledge their true superiors. They are profoundly desperate to drag them down to their level. And because of those bastards, this world has come to a deadlock. Still don't feel good. I don't know why, it just doesn't feel right. This world has stopped evolving. How boring. Well, the world is shaped by the will of the majority. It makes sense that it bends to those who lack talent. That's why we're in our present situation. Ah, perhaps, does that have anything to do with the reason you're here? Boring people who make no contributions to the world, not even a speck of dust. That's why my teachers taught me that a certain degree of selection must be performed. Looks like they had high expectations for you, huh? That's completely different from me. But what are you planning to do? Now that you've ended up like this, there's nothing you can do, right? Listen, well, using people is a talent too. It is now my turn to use that person, just as they used me in the past. That person? Are you talking about the ultimate despair? Freaking Junko? But how? I mean, they're already... I have it with me. The contribution that person left to me, even now, it rests in my pocket. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm definitely lucky. I can't believe I'm speaking with someone as amazing as you. Why does he have nails? I know my boy didn't go get a pedicure or a manicure. Which one is it? I don't know. Then will I be able to see her again? Why is he... That's not a he. That is a... Will I be able to see that person I hate with every fiber of my being again? Wait, those... I know those nails! It's freaking Mukuro! It's Mukuro Ikusapa! And this time, I will be able to kill her this time, the person I hate so much. Hate? Then explain your hand. This, the end of that bandage, is a woman's hand, right? Isn't it amazing? I can't move it, of course. I mean, it's not my hand after all. But even now, it still hasn't rotted. Hey, maybe that means it's becoming one with me. What the heck? This game pulled a freaking Metal Gear Solid 4. In case you guys don't know, Metal Gear Solid 4, the main character basically takes someone's hand that gets like sewn onto them and it takes over their body. So that's Mukuro's hand, isn't it? And it's taking over freaking Nagito. Isn't it amazing? I have successfully become one with the ultimate despair, my sworn enemy. I see, so you salvage the body, you really are a boring person. I don't want you to misunderstand. I just see her as my enemy, you know? Because she's my sworn enemy because I hate her so much. That's why I took her power, and for that I... Wait, huh? Do I hate her? That's strange. Look out the window, we're finally here. An island? You're starting to see it too, right? That's Jabberwock Island, isn't it? Isn't it exciting? I wonder what's gonna happen on that island once we get there. What's gonna happen? I can already predict what will happen. Huh? I already know because I am loved by talent. But no matter what happens, it is of no concern to me. I will not be able to participate in what lies ahead. Really? I don't really understand, but I guess we have to part ways for a while. That's disappointing. We seem to get along pretty well. Hey, can I see you again? There's no reason we'll ever meet again. After all, you are boring. Your talent, your thoughts, your entire existence is boring to me. You really don't play along, do you? I don't understand. Huh? What's this? It's a door. There's a door. A door. Why is the door here? Where am I? How did I get here? Where am I supposed to go? Huh? Isn't this a classroom? But even so, it's a very strange classroom. Why am I in a place like this? I swear, if it wakes up and like you just see Makoto, oh god, or something stupid like that. I went inside the ancient room with everyone else. And I arrived at a place that looked like a trial ground, but then why? It's not connecting. I don't know why I'm here. It's like there's no connection between how I left the trial ground and how I ended up here. It's just like before, when we were all together in that classroom just before we arrived at Jabberwock Island, but where is this place? Is it somewhere on Jabberwock Island? Oh no. Ding dong, bing bong. Oh, we're still doing the thing?
Ahem, ahem. Testing, testing. Mic check 1, 2. This is a test of the school broadcast system.
Why does it say Mike as in my name? Oh my god!
Am I on? Can everyone hear me? Okay, well then. Welcome to Homespeak Academy, you guys. At this point, I shall explain the graduation exam to you all. So please assemble at the gymnasium immediately.
What is this game? Huh? Did he say what I think he just said? Yeah, he definitely said it. He said, welcome to Homespeak Academy, but why would this place be Homespeak Academy? And not just that, what is the graduation exam? Isn't the killing over already? It feels good to be back though, guys. Wow, wow, wow. What? So it doesn't feel like a normal school, he's saying. It's probably a building that Monokuma made to startle us, just like the funhouse. That's right, that's definitely it. I need to know. I have so many questions. Let me walk around, please. Okay, okay. Okay. So, yeah, it's the same. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait. Yeah. So the nurse is here. But no, it won't let me go anywhere. Why is this mark here? Of course, we can't go into any rooms. We can go to the gym, which is where we're supposed to go, I suppose. But, dang, guys. So does that mean the first game was part of this same place? I don't know what else to think about it. The gymnasium is here, right? Alright, I'm going inside. Something might be waiting, but I'm not going to cower away anymore. And so I braced myself and cautiously opened the door. This is the inn. Goodbye, Academy of Despair. It's kind of scary. I wasn't prepared for what was waiting for me on the other side of that door. It was the normal gym?
Damn right.
Yo, Hajime!
Yo!
You heard the announcement and came here too, right? You guys did it too, right?
What's going on?
Hey, what do you make of all this? Monokuma said this place was Homespeak Academy or something. That cannot be possible.
Well,
You're right. Any way
yeah.
we look at it, it's impossible. Hello, how does it feel to return to a long-awaited Homespeak Academy? You. Hey, where are we? Where'd you lock us up this time? What a shock. I just told you guys this is Homespeak Academy.
Of course not.
There's no way that's true.
No,
Oh, but it
no.
is. I mean, this is definitely Homespeak Academy. Oh, well, what's left of it anyway? What's left of it? Didn't I tell you before? Unfortunately, Homespeak Academy fell to ruin. You were serious about that? I don't believe it. But of course, it fell to ruin. I mean, they were doing things that they deserved to be ruined for. What do you mean? Anyway, I'm pretty disappointed. I went to all this trouble to bring you to Homespeak Academy. You don't feel surprised or nostalgic.
Fine, fine.
Oh, well, it's not like I did this for you guys. Even if you don't feel nostalgic, I'm sure someone is feeling nostalgic right now. Someone. Enough with this. Just spit it out already. Where'd you take us? Though I am not certain of my memories, I believe we entered the ancient ruin and...
In other words,
It means I made this Homespeak Academy between the door to the ruin and the inside of the ruin. What do you mean between?
Hey, hey, hey.
Oh my, are your minds getting the grumblies and only knowledge can satisfy? Good, very good. It's fine to hurry along the graduation exam, but it's my nature to provide a little entertainment. Entertainment, you're planning to make us do something, aren't you?
no way.
It's nothing to be so cautious about. It's not like you'll be making life exchanges or anything like that. It's just a simple graduation exam. Then, what is the graduation exam? Well, as the headmaster, I'm conflicted, you know. On one hand, I'm really happy you're finally going to graduate.
Are you sure
But on the
about
other hand,
this?
I'm worried about whether you guys will be okay in the outside world.
So,
That's why I'm thinking about telling you what the outside world is like before you make a decision. What do you want to leave Jabberwock Island or stay here? So he's gonna tell us about what's going on. That's annoying. Just hurry up and let us choose.
no.
You can't do that. The main cast hasn't arrived yet. What?
Hey.
I mean, you guys are just extras until the guest of honor arrives. So enough complaining already. Hurry up and start researching the outside world. What do you mean? I have dispersed all the teaching materials you need for your research throughout Homespeak Academy. Well, I don't think this needs to be said, but all the information is accurate. It contains no lies whatsoever. Otherwise, the main cast is gonna hate me. So please rest assured and strive to do your best during your field trip. And as usual, after leaving us with his cryptic words, Monokuma disappeared. Even if the setting had changed, even if the killing was finished, he was still the same as usual. What's going on? Outside world, the main cast? Somehow I have a bad feeling about this.
Hey, hey.
Like he kept insisting that this place is Homespeak Academy. But that's impossible, right?
What are you saying?
How did we make it back to Homespeak Academy from a tropical island in the first place? It's impossible.
It cannot be.
Well, obviously they don't know about the building. But... I said I wanted to go back, but I don't want to go back to a creepy place like this. What does this mean? So many things I don't understand. This building, is it really Homespeak? Is this the Homespeak I've been admiring for so long? What in the world is going on? Why is this happening? Why? I was finally able to attend Homespeak Academy. I finally thought I'd become confident in myself. Even so, if I really am a nobody, then they should have just left me alone. Why do I have to go through something like this? Did something happen?
Hey, bastard.
Now's not the time to zone out. Sorry, it's nothing. I don't really get it, but is that all? As long as I don't beat the crap out of Monokuma, nothing's gonna be solved. Is that what it means?
Hey.
Just what the heck is Monokuma anyway? He's not part of the Future Foundation, right? If you say that, then what is the Future Foundation? Even though Chiaki and Monami are gone, our situation hasn't changed a bit, which means the Future Foundation wasn't our enemy. That's the only thing I can think of.
You serious?
So then, they're not World Ender? Then we really were tricked by Monokuma? However, the Future Foundation is responsible for trapping us on this island, right? Regardless that matter, I believe Monami never once denied that.
Damn it.
Even if they're our allies, they might not just be allies. Maybe Monokuma is telling us to investigate the information on our own. Chiaki says she couldn't betray the Future Foundation. If she were still alive, she definitely would have helped us. Yeah, of course. So what should we do?
Damn it.
Well, that's obvious. We're gonna get out of her safely. We have to do the graduation exam, right?
So annoying.
I'm not really good at taking exams. Well, I guess it's better than people dying.
Jeez.
Monokuma says something about our field trip, right? Is he telling us to investigate like we have been?
All right.
All right, I'm gonna do it.
Prepare yourself.
Like,
We might be able to learn about something about Homespeak Academy, about ourselves. I don't care if we don't know anymore. If we can just go back to our normal lives, I'm fine. Hey, we can go home when this is over, right? We can finally get off this dang island, right? If that's the case, let's all leave this island alive by any means.
Of course.
He's right. Now's not the time to bemoan how unlucky I am. Let's do this! We have to decide on our own whether or not we want to leave Jabberwock Island. So what are we gonna do? Can we start already? But what are we even looking for? Do we just have to investigate this weird building?
even so.
I don't think we'll find the answers to all the questions. Well, I'm just gonna go ahead for now.
Whoa!
Hey, you're already going?
Jeez.
What does this idiot think can run ahead without being cautious?
Man.
She obviously isn't thinking about anything.
However,
There will no longer be any situations where we must exchange each other's lives.
Alright.
So we should do our best as well. Like they say, it is not scary if everyone stops at a green light. If we stopped at a green light, we'd never reach our goal.
Jeez.
Akane already took off on her own. We'd be faster if we split up and look around too. The final investigation, guys. Oh, jeez. Hey, Monokuma! That's different.
I knew you could do it.
Oh, he's all glitchy. I have so many coins. Oh, I think I'm here now? Huh? That's weird. This isn't the hallway. It's clearly different. Is this Monokuma's doing too? Is he trying to confuse us again? I don't know how he's doing it, but he keeps doing it over and over again. He's so persistent. I'm not gonna fall for this. I'm just curious. It feels nice being back here and all, but without the glitchy mess. Well, this is a room that was pretty important to last game. I guess we have to go in here. The archery room. Hey, what is that? What the heck? Is it anime? Is this a manga? The title is Manga for Morons, A History of Homespeak Academy by Monokuma. Why is this manga with such a suspicious looking title laying out in the open like this? Let's start with the history first, class. Reading manga is the third best way to learn about history. Then what's the first, you ask? That depends on the person. So just as I thought, he made this. I really want to just ignore it, but there's no way I can do that. Oh, look. All right, what's in it? It's narrated by a cutesy character. The story begins with an introduction to Homespeak Academy, a government-funded school of privilege where only the most talented high school students can hope to attend. Built to raise hope in the nation's future, many of its alumni are key leaders of various industries. New students are chosen through a scouting process, but the ones who scout them are Homespeak Academy teachers, who serve as both educators and researchers of talent. Homespeak Academy isn't just a school for talent, it is a school for researching talent as well. However, for the past few years, Homespeak Academy has been suffering from a decline in funding. If this persists, the Academy believes they will not be able to make progress with their research of talent. So they decided to implement a new system, the Reserve Department. Unlike the main department who scouts for students, the Reserve Department utilizes a general entrance exam. Normal faculty was hired and placed in charge of looking after the research department. The expenses and exam fees for the research department are quite high compared to most high schools. Nevertheless, Homespeak Academy received an endless stream of applicants. Homespeak Academy was now available to talentless commoners who only cared about the brand. With this, Homespeak Academy managed to amass sizable funds and began further research of talent. To create Homespeak Academy's earnest wish, a true genius who would become mankind's hope. And just when they thought everything was going well, an unprecedented incident occurred. The incident that triggered the tragedy, the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in history. Yeah, that's when whatever happened in that freaking room. Homespeak was crippled by this incident and was forced to shut down without accomplishing anything. The end. So kind of what we already know. So he found out about the reserve department, and obviously that's what we're a part of. The department was only built to collect money. I was one of the reserve corps students, right?
but hold on.
That's weird. Oh, you're here again. The thing that's weird is you, of course.
Hey,
Why, you didn't forget that you were part of the reserve department. Future Foundation only took away your school life memories, right? But you should have known even before you entered that you had no talent, right? So I think it's weird that you actually forgot something like that too. What do you mean, or what do you want me to say? Based on my assumption, the Future Foundation must have wanted to hide the fact that you were one of those reserved for students.
I got it!
Or you willingly sealed those memories yourself, huh? You wanted to be confident in yourself, so you wanted to forget everything that embarrassed you. You know, when humans experience trauma, sometimes they erase their memory of what happened. It happens pretty often, not that I know anything about that, though. Are you saying it's my fault that I forgot? That's not it. When things get inconvenient, you always get angry and try to brush it off. Well, that's expected of a reserve corps student. Dang it, what the heck? Okay, so we got that. I guess we're going back. Oh, it's a book! Another manga. Oh god, it looks freaking weird. Manga for morons, the tragedy of Homespeak Academy, huh? Wait, it was mentioned in the other manga too. Alright, so what is it? Oh, it was the trigger for the most tragic thing. The key player in that incident was a student named Izuru Kamakura. Izuru was a genius known as a symbol of hope. Homespeak Academy also used all of their resources to develop him. Supposedly, Izuru was a genius among geniuses and possessed various talents. Wielding superior talent for the hope of mankind, the Academy referred to Izuru as the ultimate hope. To protect such rare talent, the Academy completely concealed all evidence of Izuru's origin and identity. Wasn't that? I thought that was the name of the old guy that was on the in the room in the funhouse. Because of that, most of the students are at the Academy were completely unaware of Izuru's existence. But Izuru, who was known as the symbol of hope, was responsible for a horrible act or incident. 13 students of Homespeak Academy Student Council, among the Academy best and brightest, were brutally murdered by Izuru. Oh, well, that's nice. However, the incident did not end there. The Academy tried to protect Izuru's superior talent and concealed the incident as though it never happened. However, a certain student began working in secret to use that incident to their advantage. That student uncovered what the Academy did, and by making that knowledge public, it stoked the fires of the Reserve Corps students who had long been dissatisfied with how they'd been treated, and the uprising began. And that heralded Homespeak Academy's destruction. Eventually, that incident would lead to that horrifying, devastating incident. The incident that would be known as the biggest... Okay, saying it again. Works cited. Danganronpa 0? With a heavy sigh, I closed the manga. Am I supposed to believe this? Oh yeah, that definitely happened. We knew that from the first game. What irony. For a genius known as Ultimate Hope to cause such a gruesome incident, a talent like that is too regal for society. It's like trying to buy juice with a bar of gold. You should be lucky that you're incompetent. But Ultimate Hope? Nagito mentioned that before too, but it looks like it means something completely different here. What Nagito said was the true meaning of hope, but for Izuru, hope simply means talent. More importantly, a genius who possesses various talents. I wish they had given me more of those talents so I didn't have to be in the reserve department. That's right, the reserve department. Here it said the reserve corps students in the reserve department began an uprising. Then what about me? Was I part of that? That's not possible. They always say that. It's not possible. This is the longest ending to a game I've ever seen in my life. But we shall move on. Okay, now it's letting me in here. The biolab. Ooh, that looks scary. What is this room? It's so cold in here. We know what this room is. Manga for morons. The biggest, most awful, Okay, again. A story about creepily drawn characters who get involved in such horrifying incidents. An incident known as the biggest blah blah blah. And this drawn so... Is this drawn so grotesquely because the incident itself is that grotesque? Anyway, is this like a reference to that, one person that did that, like those scary mangas? I can't remember his name. The tragedy of Homespeak was simply the trigger. At first, the uprising by the Reserve Corps students that triggered the tragedy of Homespeak was initially hoped to be resolved quickly, but the situation continued to escalate to dangerous extremes. The movement started spreading all over the internet and fostered a thriving online community. The community was not limited to students, and people of various races and nations began joining in. But the movement was not confined to the internet and began spreading and eroding the real world. When the movement started, it was indistinguishable from any other demonstration inspired by social unrest. But as it spread across the world, certain abnormalities soon came to light. And then it was too late. The ends and the means had vanished, and wanton destruction became their only goal. What the kind of word is that? The strong butchered the weak. The weak killed the weakest among them, and soon the weak formed factions to brutally murder the strong. As the violence and death continued to spread, the shock of their actions began to disappear. As if the era was regressing to more uncivilized times when senseless deaths were the norm, the media was oversaturated with deaths to the point where people would watch them while enjoying a meal. By the time the world realized that what it had become, it was too late to stop what had happened. The feeling of immense despair began spreading and eventually engulfed the world. Acts of terrorism and coups d'etats began occurring around the world, a war waged in the name of despair. A war fought not for principles, religion, or personal gain, just war. Pure war, and because of that, there was no way to resolve it. How could a movement started by high school students progress to such a hopeless scenario? The only explanation is the existence of a certain organization, devoted to a certain student who influenced Homespeak Academy, a group called Ultimate Despair. Instead of using Homespeak talents for the sake of mankind's hope, they use them for the sake of mankind's despair. Key members of society use their influence to brainwash the masses in order to spread despair. Tech-savvy computer programmers wrote software to spread despair. The powerful and influential created new values and morals to spread despair. And with this, they created the tragedy, the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. As long as ultimate despair exists, the despair engulfing the world will never end. The tragedy will never end. My heart was racing in my chest, but my body felt ice cold. It wasn't because it was freezing either. Dang, that is crazy, man. It does shed more light what was happening outside. My family, my friends, the convenience store I frequented, the nearby bookstore, my favorite restaurant. What happened to them?
No way!
Are you seriously yelling at a manga? How crazy are you? You don't like manga? A high school student who doesn't like manga is like an office lady who doesn't like to eat candy. Enough! What is this messed up manga? I thought you'd obviously know about such a horrible event that destroyed the world, but for you not to remember that such despair, that's the Future Foundation's fault though, thanks to them stealing your memories. How many times do I have to tell you, all the clues here are real. Please understand, I'm rooting for you. If you don't learn about the full extent of the outside world, you guys will suffer for it. I just want to help you guys so you can live well-adjusted lives in the outside world. I see, so that's how it is. That's what he meant by what he said in the beginning. He's trying to make us feel despair towards the outside world so we want to say, someone wants to stay on this island, but there's no way we're going to do what he wants. Oh, so maybe. Seems believable though. Hey guys, I'm in a new shirt. Whoa, Monokuma and Fujihiko, what are you doing here? I should just ignore it. I'm just gonna pretend that I don't see him. That's probably the best thing. There's no manga here. What does it mean?
Jeez.
When I went inside this room, that bastard bear was suddenly here. He keeps glancing at me. I wonder why. It's gonna be a crappy either way.
Damn right.
So I'll let you handle it. There's no way I'm gonna deal with that idiot. I don't want to do that either. Oh, I thought you actually had something to say. Do I have to talk to him?
Hiya!
Why, hello, Hajime. I hope you're doing pleasantly well. Are you pleasantly well? You're pleasingly well. Pleasingly. What are you doing here?
No.
Well, there was another thing I needed to tell you on this floor. I got bored of drawing manga. Can you forgive me for telling you word by a mouth? You should have done that from the beginning, you stupid bear. A high school student who doesn't like manga is like a sumo wrestler who doesn't like eating hot pots. I'm getting really fed up with your babbling. Hurry up. This chapter, I thought it was going to be a lot faster. It's about that key piece of information you've been waiting so long for. It's about the ultimate despair. Huh? Even though the term ultimate despair refers to a group these days, it was originally the title for a high school girl who was the most powerful, evil, and feared person alive. A high school girl? Lady Junko Enoshima. Ah yes, how could we forget?
Hey.
As the former ultimate despair, she created a despair brimming with charm and humor, and created the ultimate despairs. There was one really horrible person in that group. Hold on a sec, I don't know what ultimate despairs are, but it's not that easy to form an organization. There's no way people would join some effed up organization created by a high school girl. Humans who are obsessed with their philosophy have an uncanny power to attract others. It's a trait shared by many famous leaders throughout history, right? There's nothing strange about it. That holds true for Lady Junko. With her charismatic ability to attract people, she was like an actor essentially. She even influenced those in the highest echelons of power. Her connections were the main reason that incident became the tragedy in the first place. So she even recruited people who wouldn't have been in a position to neutralize the threat. What was their purpose? What? Like I said, why did they cause that incident? It doesn't even make sense. They had a purpose, right? There's no way they'd do what they did without any purpose.
Hey,
It was Junko Inoshima's despair. For Junko, despair isn't about purpose, a set of principles, a way of life, or an instinct. Despair is what defines her as Junko Inoshima. What are you saying? Despair, despair, despair. I'm a stuffed plushie. Hajime is a human. It's exactly like that. Junko Inoshima is full of so much despair that she's truly hopeless. Living, dying, eating, loving, for her, everything is despair. Now, what is the game gonna tell me next? That she's alive? Apparently, freaking her sister's hand was alive. I don't know. What the heck? With her overwhelming force of personality, Junko recruited the ultimate despairs one by one. She controlled their despair by taking advantage of their love, hate, grudges, and anything really. Junko despair is far more dreadful than any other. That idea had been slammed right into their minds. And so the ultimate despairs who had been recruited became nothing more than Junko's limbs. All despair, whether it was their own or anyone else's, was dedicated to Junko Inoshima. Like believers making offerings to their god, like a mother providing food to her children, they dedicated all despair so they could escape from despair, all in Junko Inoshima's name. For example, they killed their families and oh wow, that's a quite far to go there, huh? And even destroyed their bodies through relentless, And to hopelessly top it off, they completely believed it was something that they had to do. There's no way something that crazy is possible. Do you know about the final days of the reserve course? Students going through the tragedy of Homespeak? Final days?
in other words,
Junko has the power to change people's values. This is true of the famous people throughout history. What do you mean final days? What does anything mean in this game? What happened to the reserve department?
of course.
They fulfilled their role as a disposable limbs. They believed in what they needed to do. And so 2,357 students of the reserve department okay, so they died. They died.
What'd you say?
All of them? It wasn't all of them. One person was excluded. I'm guessing it's us. It's moi. I don't believe it. There's no way I can believe this. Ultimate despair, Junko Inoshima? It doesn't scare me at all. I mean,
Bastard!
she's already dead. But how do you know that? Did you learn that? Ultimate despair. Reserve department. Sweet. Is it true what you said? She's dead?
Huh?
What, you didn't see? There was a book called Manga for Morons, Killing School Life, in that bloody classroom. Oh, we haven't been in there yet. The Killing School Life ended up failing in the end. As a result, the 6 students who survived managed to escape from the academy.
Hey,
For a manga about the Killing School Life, it was drawn with a lot of silly images and dumb gags. According to that, the mastermind behind the failed Killing School Life was Junko. The mastermind took her own life, which means Junko Inoshima is dead. Oh, I wouldn't call it that. I would call it that. Well, you know what? She is Monokuma after all what she was. Who is Monokuma now? That's game. Come on, just tell us. Come on.
like,
It turns out the Killing School Life was part of the whole biggest, most awful whatever incident. Junko took away the memories of former students of Homespeak Academy and forced them to kill each other. Yeah, I remember, I was there. The students of Homespeak Academy are widely known as symbols of hope. By forcing people to watch these symbols of hope kill each other with the sake of survival. I would have thought the Future Foundation would have been them, because that sounds like something, like the Future Foundation sounds like a positive thing, right? And Monami was like, nice, you know, she didn't want to kill us. Well, at least I don't think so. They were trying to fill everyone who watched the broadcast with despair all at once. That's messed up. Oh yeah, it is. But that's messed up. That messed up plan was stopped. She failed. Junko lost to the students she placed in her trap, and after being overcome by the despair she created, she obviously died. We know this. Did this game assume that you didn't play the first game? Because I got a feeling that's like what they're doing. It's like, I don't need to know this. I know this already. Who is our enemy? Yeah, good question. I don't know. Are the followers of Junko carrying out her will? I would imagine it has to be something like that. I guess that would be true, huh? But we just don't know who that is. That's the only thing I could think of. I mean, the killings were evolved to resemble that Killing School Life. Well, I don't know who the heck is imitating Junko and making us go through this, but an imitation is just that, an imitation.
No shit.
If the students from Homespeak Academy stop the real deal, there's no way we'll lose to some fake. But if this really is an imitation, are those surveillance cameras the same too? Yeah, it's weird. Man, Hajime, you totally know about that story, huh? What? Do you have a problem with that? Well, I really wanted you to read the manga version since I took the time to draw it.
What are you gonna
Oh, well,
do?
I'll just raise the flag. Flag? What do you mean? What's gonna happen if you do that? One step at a time, you're getting closer to clearing my character out. Ooh. Ooh, I want to see some nice CGs of Monokuma. You're not making sense again. Now then, I'll give you guys my all. I'll tell you everything I know, including information on the outside and the inside. I'll raise them flags like crazy. Huh? It changed to a different hallway again. It's so sudden, what's gonna make something like this happen? No, I've already decided that I'm not going to be surprised. Yeah. Honestly, when you've been through this life, you don't be surprised anymore by anything.
Hey, girl, what are you doing?
She's switching her nose like a beast. Hey, what happened?
Based on my
Well, you know, it's
gut
just my gut, but I feel like someone's getting closer. What do you mean, who?
So-
I don't know, it's just my gut after all.
Just my gut.
Why is it doing that? Her gut's pretty impressive. And Monokuma did say something about the main cast coming. It's surprising, but our gut must be correct again this time. I really hope we see a student. That'd be so cool. Oh my god, my pet's still alive! There's no way my pet is still alive. I think it probably just died. It was just telling me to say, hey, your pet's dead now. Wait, a new one was born. What the heck? I never... Alright, it's evolving, isn't it? See, still a good owner. Best owner. Oh, let's go in here. Will it be Kyoko? If it ain't this game, we better get another game. One of the future games better have them in it. This looks like the music room. I feel like I can see something strange. Monument. Why would there be a monument? It's obviously says Mirai on there. To combat the biggest, most awful, most tragic events. Yeah, see, they're totally good. The Future Foundation was established by the graduates of Homespeak Academy. Aren't they known as the World Ender? This is completely different. That's what I said. Future Foundation sounds good, and if it's on the door of Homespeak, it really does make sense. Monokuma, he completely made it up. Ooh, come on. Please let it be Aoi that we see. If we're gonna see somebody. And this, what is this? Chihiro? Is Chihiro? What is this? It looks like a hologram, right? It's obviously some Japanese on it. Oh, but not there. They changed it. Regarding the report we gave you the other day, we have obtained information. A person who claims to be a survivor of Homespeak Academy. Upon further investigation, there are a total of 15 survivors. You may be wondering about the number of people at this time. If they're survivors of Homespeak Academy, it's possible they may be targeted by ultimate despair. We believe we should acquire them and place them in our care as soon as possible. Though I don't believe the group can go that far without Junko Inoshima rallying them. In a worst case scenario, we must prevent a repeat of the killing school life. Also, if they are survivors of Homespeak Academy, we should expect them to be quite valuable to us. However, we are still investigating the details of their origins and we haven't located them either. We will continue investigating this matter. Also, regarding a separate matter, we have received a report from the research facility on Jabberwock Island. Preparations have been completed. It seems we can proceed with the experimental phase of the Neo World program. Oh my god, so we're just all part of an experiment. But I need to know who's the good guys and who's the bad guys. Who do I shoot? 15 students? Is that about us? Excluding Chiaki, who was part of the Future Foundation, there were definitely 15 of us, but what does survivors mean? It's like they're talking about some other world. What happened outside of Jabberwock? If the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history is really true, then the world isn't normal anymore. Maybe. I'm starting to feel like we might be better off not remembering, getting the memories back. Yeah, maybe not. I guess that's all the clues in this room. It's finally confirmed. The Future Foundation is on our side, at least. Then they were founded by the graduates of Homespeak Academy, and they took us in to protect us. But if that's true, Chiaki should have made that clear to us. No, as long as Monokuma was around, she probably couldn't say anything carelessly. Ah, okay. Monokuma, if he's the Future Foundation's enemy, then his true identity must be the ultimate despairs who caused the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. The ones who are carrying out the will of Junko Inoshima are making us go through this. Also, this caught my attention in the email too. What is this research facility on Jabberwock mentioned in the email? What's that about? The only Future Foundation facility you found was the ancient ruin. There's no way that's the research. Yeah, it probably is. Or the place that was building friggin' the robots. Please, game, grant me my one wish to meet my waifu, the true waifus. Let me share a donut with Aoi once again. Alright, we gotta go in the office again. This feels different from a classroom. It's probably the office, right? I mean, the room has all kinds of stuff in it. Possibly, please shut up, okay? More importantly, have you seen Miss Sonia? I don't see her anywhere. How much longer does this guy get to be obsessed with Sonia? Give it up already. Alright, what's this? There are letters floating in the air like the music room from earlier. Alright, another email. We understand this matter regarding the survivors. In order to safely acquire them, please do your best to continue your investigation. However, you must exercise extreme caution concerning the remnants of despair. Even though they have lost Junko, the fact remains that they are incredibly dangerous. Even after her death, the tragedy has not ended. Perhaps there's still a leader on par with Junko. Must be the other one they were talking about. I can't remember his name right now. It was not Mukuro, but Kamakura, right? As long as we do something about the remnants of despair, we will not be able to end this incident. For this reason, the remnants of despair must be immediately eliminated once they are discovered. Everything is for the sake of the shining future. Immediately eliminated? Does that mean this is an order to kill them? That doesn't sound peaceful at all. Well, I guess that's understandable. The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history is... Yeah, okay. So that's why we were dying? But if we're getting these truth bullets, does that mean we're gonna have a final freaking exam? Or a class trial? Wait, what's that picture on the wall? Hiyoko? Oh! Hey, all of our names are on there! But why Hiyoko? Why is she in a newspaper? What is this? It says Miss Hiyoko Saonji, but this can't mean the same Hiyoko, right? I mean, the Hiyoko we knew. Yeah, that's the sister in the game, right? Or something? They must have been sisters, I bet. She was much smaller and looked more like a child. That was pretty much her defining feature. But the photo in this newspaper, I can see a resemblance to her height and figure, but it's too different from the Hiyoko that we knew. Does this mean, or what does it mean? They gotta be sisters. Ah, then Hiyoko has an older sister with the same first last name. An older sister with the same first last name. That's the only explanation, right? Yeah. Unless this all is like a messed up game and we never saw what she really looked like or something. Well, it's not like I was that close to her or anything. She doesn't have an older sister. Hiyoko is the Saonji's family only. Whoa. Only daughters. That was her? If she doesn't have a sister, then a relative? No, there's still too much of a resemblance.
What are you saying?
That's Hiyoko. Huh?
Of course not.
What are you saying? She doesn't have a curvy body like this. He's like, he checked.
Well...
I don't know what to tell you. Maybe she had a growth spurt? What are you saying? She's already dead. There's no way she could have had a growth spurt.
Today...
Well, regardless, all the
I'm
clues
feeling
I
right.
provided are true. If they weren't, it wouldn't be fair. So, okay. So none of that happened, and everyone's still alive. That explained why freaking what's-his-face wasn't actually dead. Stupid Nagito.
What's going on?
This is the truth? If this is the truth, then Hiyoko in the newspaper... Now I kind of wish she didn't die, you know? So her name's on the board where it says experiments. Did the experiment change Hyoko's body? Oh, what am I saying? Just looking at it, saying it out loud makes it sound messed up. What experiment? So yeah, we were obviously part of some experiment where they were messing with our heads. What's going on? It better not have anything to do with time travel. Yeah. This game is not telling us what we need to know. Yeah, see, this is the guy I was talking about. An extremely overwhelming portrait hanging on the wall. I feel like I've seen it before. Yeah, you've seen it before. Izuru Kamakura. So that must be the dad of the other one, of the other person that's probably the leader. Izuru Kamakura. In fact, I think that's the name, isn't it? Doesn't this cruelly contradict the information I obtained earlier? Another mystery. Okay, with this, you've totally raised all the flags on this floor. Congratulations! You now can go to the next stage. Next stage. Alright. Not again. Oh wow, this one is extremely glitchy. Oh, it's like where the art room is. Ah, okay. The heck, a bunch of windows? Oh, the rec room! This is where Sakura... No! I seriously like Sakura, man. She's still sitting there? That'd be crazy. Wait a minute, why is that floating? Okay, let's get the file. I don't have time to ask a bunch of questions. Confidential file. Alright, what's in it? About the Hope Cultivation Plan. For many years, Homespeak Academy has conducted rigorous research into various talents. The Homespeak Cultivation Plan seeks to use the fruits of our labor to further our true goal. With our plans, we will birth a true hope that will bring hope to the entire world. Truly, the program is the next innovation in providing the ultimate education. This plan has been the Academy's wish since its foundation, so we must succeed at all costs. What followed was a series of detailed instructions and intricate orders. It was full of difficult technical terms, and I had no idea what any of them meant. However, the word true hope left a strong impression on my mind for some reason. The Hope Cultivation Plan was created for the sake of birthing true hope. Homespeak was behind something like that? I don't really get it, but there's something about these words. True hope. Count how many times this game has said despair and hope. Alright, another email. Regarding the report we gave the other day, we have finally succeeded in acquiring them and have placed them in our care. Though they were dispersed, we were successful in acquiring all 15. Due to the fact that we were unable to ask them about specific details, it is unknown how they managed to survive the tragedy. It's been reported that some are wounded, so it seems certain that they survived under harsh conditions. Over the course of our detailed investigation, we determined that they are the same age as the others. So we have decided to entrust them to the survivors of the killing school life. As for the remnants of despair, there are still no solid leads regarding this matter, and we have no new information to report. We will continue with this investigation once they are discovered. We shall eliminate them immediately. Everything is for the sake of the future, filled with hope. Remnants of despair. If the Future Foundation was protecting us, why were we forced to kill each other on this island? Well, I guess it's not possible. Well, I mean, yeah, it wasn't until Monokuma got there. He kind of hijacked it all.
What's this?
My, Hajime, if you keep worrying like that, you're gonna get a toothache and collapse. It's your fault. What is this hologram thing anyway? It's exactly what it looks like. They're the Future Foundation's emails. I thought they made the perfect clue, so I did a little bit of hacking here and to get them. You can even do that? Whoever's controlling you seems to possess many talents.
No,
well,
no.
who cares about me anyway? That's not important at all. There's no way that's not important. His true identity should connect everything to what's happening right now. Alright, so now we can leave. Yeah. Perfectly normal. Yep. What is this, space? Am I dreaming or something? I mean, this is just disconnected from reality at this point. Okay, where do I go? Hey, upside down Akane! It's close, it's very close. Someone's coming.
Based on my gut feeling.
She's just saying the same thing. Someone help! Oh, I guess I go in here. Library? This is where that idiot Byakuya always hung out. Oh, that looks a little different, doesn't it? Alright, another email. Whoa. The Future Foundation, 14th Division, Makoto Naegi. Where are you guys? What are you doing right now? What you're doing is a serious act of treason. Do you understand? Why are you protecting the remnants of despair? It should be abundantly clear to you how dangerous it is to keep these people alive. Stay calm and think about this carefully. You guys are being lied to. Think carefully about what's important to bring the light of hope to the world. The 6 of you joined the Future Foundation because you agree with our ideals, right? So they must be talking about everyone. The Future Foundation rescued you from the tragedy you survived and cooperated with recovering your memories. Immediately return the remnants of despair to our headquarters. Unless we eliminate them, the tragedy will never end. Everything is for the sake of the future filled with hope. Okay, so something happens. Is this why you guys were telling me to play the other game? Despair Girls? They're not gonna let me go in the archive? Alright, now we're in the oh, we're still here. What the heck? Guess we could go this way. This isn't... That's not right! This is the laundry room! Oh, we saw Junko's book here. The heck? Wait, what's this? Hey, Monokuma!
No.
Oh, tablet PC, okay. It looks like a tablet computer. It looks like the power's on too. Is this the next clue? I picked up the tablet and examined it. Ooh, top secret. Neo World program. This word Neo World I seem to recall seeing it a few times already. So techy. Psychotherapeutic communication simulator. That's what's going on. The Neo World program is built with the most recent psychotherapy technology. Okay, so they were trying to get something out of us by simulating that we were killing each other when we really never did. Ah, okay, I bet that's it. Individuals such as the ultimate programmer, the ultimate neurologist, and the ultimate therapist were among the many talented people whose research results were utilized. By mounting a device to the cranium, the Neo World program allows the subjects to experience a synthetic virtual world. Additionally, the Neo World program has another feature. It can replace memories formed in the real world with information contained in the synthetic virtual world. Therefore, it is possible to undo trauma sustained in the real world through the use of the virtual world. However, this device is for psychotherapeutic purposes only, and any other use is expressly forbidden. Okay. Though it is highly effective in treating brainwashing, abusing, and the device risks total personality destruction. I see, so that's what was happening. We were being sent to a nice little island where everything was fine. Until something happened. It got like hijacked by Monokuma. Thus, extreme care must be exercised when operating this program. I did not expect this game to take this turn at all. Ah! I screamed loudly. Ah! There's no way I can accept this. I'm starting to accept it. That this is just no way something as crazy as this actually exists.
Nice!
You gotta raise the flags more in order to clear my character out. Now then, despair is waiting for you. Impossible. This is all made up. Everything. Made up. Hey, I'm just happy that Makon's still alive. I'm assuming she is, but we don't know. She might look totally different than what we've seen. Excuse me, I don't know what, oh god. Wow, she's all buff like Sakura? Oh, what the heck? How are you doing? Did you enjoy the killing school trip? By the way, do you guys remember the speech I made at the beginning? From this point on, I promise you a world that truly deserves to be called the game. A game or the only is once watching this who can say the end of the world is not what you gonna do, what you gonna happen. Isn't it exciting? Isn't it heart throbbing? Look forward to it. Alright, I understand. This hallway. When we first arrived here, I walked down this hallway from the classroom to get to the gym. I didn't really see a resemblance, but... Oh, there's Sonia. I just want to see you guys. I just have so many questions. Oh, Monokuma, okay. The moment you discover that truth was a lie, all hope will disappear. I'm gonna go in here. Oh, wow. I don't even know what to say. Is this floating? That's impossible. You know it's a simulation now. Well, what is it? Wait a minute. That's Chihiro, if I've ever seen her. Him? Her? Him. Yeah, almost forgot. I honestly just forgot. Like I couldn't remember. Wait, was Chihiro a boy or girl? Welcome to the Neo World program. A person? A floating person is talking to me. Who is it? No, is this even a person in the first place? I'm not quite a person. I'm simply an artificial intelligence program. Dang, so like alter ego was like, did that much? Wow. That is the name my master gave me when he created me. It can talk? But what are you? Alter ego artificial intelligence program. I am the master program behind the Neo World program. I'm responsible for creating and overseeing this world. However, only the observer has the authority to directly influence you guys. I can't actually exert much influence. In fact, my existence is one that you don't normally meet. I'm sort of like an apartment manager or something. I may oversee the entire apartment building, but I lack the power to manage individual rooms. But the virus has infected everything. Oh, that's what it is. And because of that, this world I'm managing is acting very peculiar. I can't. Hold on. My brain can't follow what you're saying. Let me gather my thoughts first. This feeling from earlier again. Floating like my feet are hovering above the ground. It's like I can't feel my feet or the ground. Like I can't even believe my own existence. Hey, should you know, right? Where's this place? Tell me. What is this? The NEO program has admitted the data collection procedure for shaping the entire world. As such, only the data we collected during the experimental stage is being utilized. Specifically, this means the data detailing Jabberwock Island, where this research facility is located. That is why the previous Jabberwock Island cityscape was restored. This all has to be connected to whatever Nagito saw outside that window, right? Or was that just no, never mind. That was probably just the funhouse thing. So he's saying that it's mostly Jabberwock Island where we're at. Certainly portions of it are different depending on the circumstances. For example, this school you're in, it appears this space is entirely under the virus's influence. That's probably why I'm appearing before you too. However, even without the virus, these circumstances are a bit unnatural. It seems the launch was rushed, and because of that, there wasn't enough time to collect any data. I'm sorry. I don't really know the circumstances of this outside world. After all, I'm simply the overseer of the Neo World program. Most of its words. I understand what they meant, but I couldn't understand what was being said. There was no way for me to acknowledge it as the truth. It would make much more sense if it was a fictional world. Wait, are you saying this world is a fictional world? What? Like you just found out, my guy? The Neo World program serves only one purpose. It is used to make the real world a splendid one. I guess you could say it's a program for creating hope. What? But the fact that we're here and the fact that we don't have our memories, that's all the program's fault, right? Deleting memory is the first step towards replacing memory. Replacing memory data is one of the features of the Neo World program. With the installation or the installed memory control unit, it is possible to remove any time period you set it to. So that's how they did it to the first people then. And from there you upload the memories obtained in the virtual world. Removing memories of any time period you set it to. So Monokuma is right. We do lose our memories, but why? Why us? Why were our school memories taken away? There's a reason for that, right? That is a mystery to me too. Booting the program on the survivor of Homespeak Academy while it's still in its experimental stage. I'm sure there was a very good reason. But unfortunately, I don't know what's happening in the outside world. I'm sorry. Are you saying we're lab rats? That's the only thing I could think of. Yeah, I would say that's pretty accurate. Can you tell me more about the Observer and the virus? Well, for this session, the Neo World program was programmed to house 15 people along with 2 monitors. Yeah, they were disguised as a teacher and one of the students. They were intended to guide the participants in this way. Okay, so the Chihiro and... Or not Chihiro, but my god, I can't remember her name, but you know. By the way, the observer in the teacher's role has been given the authority to influence you all, but the observer in the student role was not. They weren't given any special authority at all, so they seemed the same as everyone else. What kind of authority does the teacher role have? As an example, the teacher creates the rules of the world and manages them, like the rules. If the teacher is properly managing the rules they created, there's no risk of abuse. But because of the virus affecting everything it changed, it changed this world where violence shouldn't have existed in the first place. So it was supposed to be good. The Neo World program would have promised eternal peace. But just like the outside world, it became a world filled with violence. So like, did they just expect us to live in that world forever? What is that virus? I don't really know. It's gotta be Monokuma, yeah. How did the virus infect the Neo program? The Neo World program exists in isolation. It's impossible it was infected through a network, or possible. I'm fairly certain someone physically uploaded it, or no, I did say impossible. Physically. Perhaps someone secretly brought an external memory drive containing the virus into the facility and directly uploaded it to the main computer where the Neo World program is installed. Based on my calculations, that's most likely what happened. So that explains why we were doing what we were doing. Explains Monami. But it's true that the virus is powerful and that I'm completely overwhelmed by it. But I'm still able to defend the essential areas. So it has a limit too. A limit. If it took over an observer, then it has to follow the rules of an observer. Such as, in order to end the program and release everyone, I need to follow the correct procedure and... Even if you're just a god in the machine, that's enough hints from you. If you're gonna say something more, suppose that you exist between life and death. The death of yourself is inevitable. If so, it could be parallel to the deflection based on the definition of existence that constitutes a relationship. From there, the paradigm. Change results by being cut off rapidly and causes a situation where your own existence is unobservable and... Oh my god, he's cloning himself now. Accelerates and crosses with the joint ownership of the world and the situation from the context invites your... Death. Oh, very nice. Very lovely. Oh god. Oh, something's happening. Oh god, it's making me dizzy. I don't like that. Oh, I can't look. Hey, look who it is! You're right, you're there, aren't you? Someone is right here, right? Huh? Who are you? You're different from the earlier one. Maybe he can't hear my voice from this side. I'm currently talking to the world through alter ego. Ever since you guys vanished into that space, the video's feedback has been pretty distorted. But even so, we were forced to watch you this entire time. Huh? The things you guys were forced to do, we were forced to watch it. Forced to watch us? I really want to save you right away, but because of the virus interference, I couldn't. Our orders are no longer being accepted, including shutdown requests. The Neo World program is beyond our control now. In that world, that person created an independent country that doesn't accept outside interference. But Alter Ego created an opportunity for me to speak to you directly. If this means that's working, then it means that that person I need to talk to is right there, I hope. It looks like this guy can't even hear me or see me. Just who is this guy? Oh, I wonder. Is he our ally? Since there's no time, I'm going to say what I need to say and believe you're there listening to me. First, I should apologize. I know apologizing won't help, but we didn't imagine something like this would happen. We never expected such an atrocious virus was lurking inside the Neo World program. But that's entirely our fault. It's our responsibility for not realizing it was too late. But it's not just the virus either. I can't say for sure that program didn't have any problems in the first place. To tell you the truth, I was unsure about whether or not to run the program on you guys, but this was the only way to save you all. I wanted to save you guys. Oh, is that what they meant by like protecting? What did he want to save us from? Why would this save us? You've already seen the password to enter the graduation exam ground, right? You know, 1137, the curse number. Yeah, that's the number we found. The door to the ancient ruin was supposed to open after you all finished gathering the hope fragments. From there, you guys were supposed to challenge the graduation exam. However, I prepared that password just in case something went wrong. Like I said earlier, I had my doubts that this program was perfect. Even if the chance was slim, I thought the observer might end up going rogue. That's the reason I left the password in a place where the teacher world would not be able to go. I never thought Nagito, who saw it first, would erase that password. Anyway, oh, okay, that piece of crap. I'm telling you. I'm also that person who set the password to that number. Oh, of course he would. Dang. He's cursed. He's cursed by that number, so he has to use it. It haunts him to this day. His poor waifu, Sayaka. That number contains a secret. Someone close to me left that number to save me when I was in a dilemma. Can you understand what I'm trying to say? I'm trusting that will to you all. I've entrusted it to your future. But that person is trying to abuse the graduation exam. I'm sure they are going to crush you with despair using the graduation exam that's waiting for you. But I want you guys to endure it without giving up hope. I want you guys to withstand it until I get here, because I have a secret to defeat them. Does that mean he has a secret plan to defeat Monokuma? In a worst case scenario where an observer who has the role of a teacher goes rogue, I prepared a hidden command to use at the graduation exam sites. It's the forced shutdown sequence. Whoa. Even a teacher's authority can't stop that command. It's a way to end this that you guys can choose on your own independently of the observer. Which means even if they stole the teacher's authority, they should be able to stop it. If you use that, you guys will win. However, in order to start the forced shutdown sequence, you need more than half the number of people. In order to do that, I need to somehow get that number. Oh no. Okay. So they're alive. They're just outside. And we're in a machine.
Say what?
What was that just now? Hey Hajime, what was that weirdness just now? Nothing really. I see. Anyway, that's all the hits you're gonna get. If that no good artificial intelligence tells you any more useless stuff, I'm gonna butt in again, so Monokuma don't know what just happened. He didn't notice. It's been a while since I've spoken at length, but it was important to talk to you. It was worth waiting a long time here. Hey, about that guy just now, there shouldn't be anything else for you to ask me. I see. It'd be bad if you if Monokuma overheard us. You guys have a weapon, a very powerful one. It all depends on how you guys use that weapon. The only thing I can do is prevent the virus invasion with all my might. The rest is up to you. Do your best. Even in the afterlife, Chihiro is helping us. Chihiro was like the best. Alright, now we're on the first floor. Ding dong bing bong. It is a class trial, isn't it? Aw, jeez.
I'm getting tired of waiting. Shall we just plunge right in? It's time for the long-awaited graduation exam. Please enter the red door located on the first floor of Homespeak Academy. See you soon.
Oh, wow. A red door, huh? It's just a waste of time thinking about what this all means right now. For now, I need to finish this. I need to just focus on that. Oh, wow. Well, it's here. Very convenient.